If you've had any exposure to 5 to 7-year-olds, you might have heard the term phonics, but many adults don't really know what phonics is. Please be reassured that we're not expecting you to be an expert in phonics. That is the teacher's role. Your role is to provide supported reading practice for a young child and inspire their love of books and reading confidence. But having an understanding of the role phonics plays in early reading will help you support the pupil you will be reading with throughout the school year. Phonics is a way of teaching children how to read and write. It helps children hear, identify, and use different sounds that distinguish one word from another in the English language. Introducing young children to the joy and wonder of books requires a systematic teaching of phonics, a mandatory part of the curriculum in English schools. To understand phonics, it helps to think of the English language as a code. Knowing the sounds of individual letters and how those letters sound when they're combined helps children decode words as they read and write. Phonics involves matching the sounds of spoken English with individual letters or groups of letters. For example, the sound k can be spelled as C, K, CK, or CH. Teaching children to blend the sounds of letters together helps them decode unfamiliar words by sounding them out. For example, when a child is taught the sounds for the letters T, P, A, and S, they can start to build up the words tap, taps, pat, pats, and sat. Children will learn sounds in a specific order in reception in Year 1, building their ability to decode cumulatively so that they're not overwhelmed by the complexity of the English language all in one go. Remember that the children you're supporting will be using specific vocabulary in the classroom to help them identify parts of words. If you're able to use some of this vocabulary when working with your student, that can help guide them. This vocabulary can seem rather technical to someone who is unfamiliar with early reading instruction. We've included a PDF with links to videos about phonics and a glossary of terms in the knowledge base. When working with your pupil, you may find it helpful to use these terms. Here are a few examples of some of the terms pupils will be familiar with. The first is phoneme. Each letter sound unit is known as a phoneme. For example, the word snap has 4 phonemes: s, n, a, p. The second is blending. Children will identify and blend sounds to make a word. When working with your student, try saying, "Let's work on the sounds in this word, and then we can blend them together." Lastly, we have digraphs and trigraphs. These are 2 or 3 letters which together make one sound, such as the E sound in the word seen or the I in sigh. There are 3 different types of digraphs. Vowel digraphs like seen, tool, or sneak. Consonant digraphs such as the sh sound in shine. And split digraphs. Split digraphs work as a pair to make one sound but are separated within the word. Words like late or right are examples of a split digraph. Let's look at a simple sentence. I got a flag. The pupil will need to know I and a by sight. However, they are unlikely to know the words got and flag by sight. In order to understand the sentence, the pupil will need to know some kind of phonics strategy to sound out the word. The word attack strategy that is used in all English primary schools is for children to sound out f, l, a, g, using single sounds or phonemes, and then blend them to read the word. So, when a pupil comes across a difficult word, encourage them to use their phonic knowledge and blend the phonemes together to read the word. Some pupils struggle to remember when to use which sound for a letter, so be patient with them and encourage them to experiment when a word that they are reading does not sound right in context. While we want pupils to give the word a try, we don't want them to dwell too long on a word they just can't seem to identify. Ask your pupil to continue reading the sentence and return to the difficult word. There may be a cue in the story that will help the pupil identify the word. If they still can't manage it, please do just read it for them.